Hi guys, so I know that I said that I was going to do this video a while ago. It took me quite a bit. I'm not finished with all the piercings that I want. Honestly, a lot of people ask me, I guess for whatever reason I don't look like the type. I don't really know what the type looks like, but apparently whatever the type is that typically gets piercings, I don't look like that type. Whatever. I love piercings. I think the first time I thought about piercings, I had to be like 6 or 7, and I really wanted an eyebrow piercing. I don't know what made me want the piercing. People ask all the time, like, why get piercings? Why do body modification of any kind? And honestly, for me, I always get my piercings around significant times in my life or things that I want to remember. Like, I remember the reason why I got, or what was going on at the time that I got all of my piercings. And honestly, it's a lot of times it's if I'm struggling with something, or if I've struggled with something and gotten through it. Piercings just make me feel like, excuse my language, I'm gonna be honest, like piercings make me feel badass. Like, to be completely honest, they do. It's like, this is something that should be really painful, and I'm choosing to do it, and I'm handling it, and I'm getting through it. You know, I'm actually enjoying it. That might sound insane, but that's honestly, I just like the feeling. So we're here to talk about my 11 piercings. I got 3 new piercings in 3 minutes. I think that video will go up before this video, so if you want to watch that, then I'll link it down below. So I'm just gonna walk you through my piercings in the order that I got them. For me, my first piercing, of course, was, or I don't know why I said of course, my first piercing was earlobe. Like, I got my earlobe pierced, just regular earlobe piercing. I was 16 at the time. Now, my parents did not want me to get my ears pierced. I begged and begged and begged. They didn't want me to do it. I have really sensitive skin, like almost insanely sensitive, and my mom, for whatever reason, was convinced I was gonna get keloids. Like, she was always like, no, you're not gonna get your ears pierced because you're gonna get keloids, because I scar very easily. I have lots of skin allergies, things like that. So yeah, so at 16 I convinced her that I wanted to get my ears pierced. So I went, I don't remember where we went. I don't remember if it was Claire's or whatever it was. And I got pierced with a gun. So I got the first lobes done. So I had that by itself until I was 19. When I was 19, me and like one of my best friends in college at the time decided to go to Claire's. Oh no, these are the only 2 piercings that I got with a gun. So we went to Claire's, and then I got the second lobe. So in grad school, here's the other thing. I see a lot of people get body piercings, like actual body piercings, whether that's nose or whatever, and you get pierced with a gun. Don't do that. That is awful. That is awful. You are really opening yourself up to lots of complications by doing that. Everything else I got pierced with, I got pierced with a needle. So in grad school, and I always get pierced with the captive ball rings as opposed to studs, and that's just because when it's healing, you can turn it. I see people all the time who get piercers who let them do it with posts, and some people have good experiences, but I've seen lots of bad ones with those as well. But it's to turn it, clean it well. I've never had any issues with my piercing. So I got my nose pierced for the first time. I've actually had my nose pierced twice because I let it close. So I got that in graduate school. I got my nose pierced, which you can see here. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4. That was piercing number 5. And then after that, I was a year out of grad school. I got this side of my tragus pierced, which you can see that right here. So I got that pierced. One of the smoothest piercings I've ever had, one of the smoothest healings. So then in February of this year, I got this tragus pierced, and shortly after that I got, what is this? Is this just the helix? I feel like this is just the helix. I got this. And a lot of people like don't notice that one. I rarely wear it. I'm thinking about taking it out. I'm not sure. Probably not though. And I don't think they heal once they've been in there. So I got those 2 done earlier this year. And then 3 weeks ago, I got a triple forward helix. So it is still healing, obviously. And I know I'm probably not supposed to turn it. I know I'm not supposed to turn it. I don't know why I'm saying probably. But I was terrified of getting these 3 piercings. I wanted them so badly. Like, eventually I want to have the studs that are in descending size. And I know that some people get them done separately, like they get 1 piercing, wait for the heal, get another one, wait. I didn't want to do that, so I went ahead and got all 3 of them done. And as you can see, they have the captive ball rings in them. I was terrified because my piercer, who has done every piercing, okay, so when I got this side of my tragus done, my nose piercing had closed, so he re-pierced my nose too. So he's done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of my piercings now, so he knows me well. He also knows that I'm really like piercings. I'm cool while doing them. But he called me the day before I got it done because I had already made an appointment. Or no, I couldn't make an appointment because it was a day that they weren't taking appointments, but I had already called and said I was coming. So because it's a few hours away, I only go to a piercer that I trust, that's reputable. So I'm willing to drive a couple of hours to get my piercings. So I called him and said I was coming. He called me back and he was like, hey, I just want to say, like, if you're getting all 3 of these, I just want you to know that those, you know, healing can be difficult. I know you've gotten a lot of piercings, but healing can be difficult. It takes a while. We're not gonna be able to change them out for about 6 months, maybe a year. It might be hard. And I was like, okay, you know, it kind of scared me, but I like that he took that precaution. So I got them pierced. I was terrified. It's been a breeze. Like, I honestly feel like, and I've watched a lot of other people's videos and read a lot of things, and people are like struggling. I mean, I feel like I need to knock on some wood. But it's been good. Like, it's been completely fine. So yeah, so those are my 11 piercings. I don't think I'm done. I kind of want to even out my ears now. I think though, instead of getting the forward facing, I kind of want the ones that are like back there on that side. But it might look weird with the helix. I don't know. So if you guys have any ideas, I don't want the industrial. I thought I wanted the industrial. I don't want it anymore. I kind of want a snug. Not too sure about that. The conch looks like I'd die. So I don't know. If you have any like cool piercings I haven't looked. Okay, so people always ask me, is there anything that I would never get pierced? I think like, oh yeah, some of you saw when I used to have the lip piercing over here. It's completely gone now. There is one. The rhino piercing, that's a piercing I would never get. Like, there's a lot of things that I won't say I'd never do that, but I would never get the rhino piercing. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. It's literally right here. Nope. I'm cool with the septum. Had it for a minute. Nope. Nope. Hard pass. Okay, so I'll be back later. Love you guys.